Hi, this is Yogi John with Modern Yoga, welcoming you to another yoga tip. This one's going to be on Shavasana. Shavasana. And I know it sounds like a pretty easy, simple position to put yourself in, but there are certain ways and things to notice as far as how we're holding ourselves, how we're tensing up, how we're relaxing, how our neck is positioned, our spine. So we want to get to the other side of our nervous system after the practice, and there's a lot of battling, it seems like, in practice. It feels like a lot of battling for some and for others not, but we're going from that fight or flight part of our nervous system, sympathetic, over to the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. So better sleep, better digestion, better flow of everything, sort of affecting the vagus nerve through a lot of the yoga poses, and then we want to settle in and let everything kind of reset. So this is an important pose. We used to do this pose with blankets on us and eye bags, but now, because a lot of these classes are hot, people just want to get out of the room. They're not going to put an eye bag or a blanket on, so there's really this feeling that's perhaps, practice is over, got somewhere to go, you rush out, and you never ever get that reset. So this is important. One thing you want to know is that we do belly breathing, and so I see some people sometimes with their chest up and holding their belly in still. Sometimes people are still ujjayi breathing. I can hear that happen. I've been guilty of that myself. So we want to lay our bodies out comfortably. We don't want to sit there, twiddle our fingers. We don't want to cross the ankles. Legs are straight, arms are straight, neck is long. So I'm going to go through a couple things here with that, but the belly breathing is very, very important. And so what I want you to notice, once we're all set, I'll have, if we get the camera to zoom in on the belly at some point, but that we really need to stay focused here, belly breathing, whereas during practice, we're always holding the belly in, and a lot of that is to protect the back as we're moving around. So Uddiyana Bandha during practice, and then open after. The belly in stimulates all that pressure, but once you get to Shavasana, that relaxation helps everything to calm down. So we're cooling down and then calming down and letting the nervous system reset. So this is what I like to do. I don't like my feet on the floor. I always get my feet on the mat. You can get blocks and put them under your knees. That's even better. Or bolster, so your legs are like this. If your back hurts at all, you can bring your knees in here with the feet out wide and turn the heels out so the legs are kind of collapsing. You want to feel like they're hanging in. And the palms here, up. Shoulder blades flat. The neck needs to be elongated, so you need to literally drop the chin and slide the skull back. Ponytails, things like that need to come out. You need this part more than you need that ponytail. So low back comes up. This will be nice for any low back tension or twitchiness. Otherwise, the legs are out here. Usually what I'll do is walk my heels forward, and that actually helps to drag the skull. But I'll still walk the skull back a little bit. Tailbones under, butt flat, palms up. I always put a towel over my eyes, like the eye bag. I mean, I've seen people do sandbags too, but an eye bag. But this is a good replacement. I like the palms up. I don't want the hands here because I can feel my knuckles of the pinkies and the elbows. It's bony. So I want to bring things into a place where everything feels pretty flat, nothing bony. Everything starts to sink. And periodically, you might even walk the feet a little more to feel elongated. You take a breath in. If you leave your mouth open for a moment, you get back to normal breathing. We do Shavasana with the mouth closed. The jaw, throat, all the way through needs to feel relaxed. So if you move your tongue around, clench your jaw, move your fingers and toes, probably thinking about something, that's tension. So notice it. You can do that again, maybe to yourself or out loud. Relax tongue, jaw, and then now right here, when I breathe in, because we breathe shallow, I want to feel it all the way. It's not a deep breath, but watch. I'm going to exhale. Then inhale, watch my belly. I'm expanding here and relaxing as I do so. Everything else seems so much heavier and like it's falling. Now, if I'm up here in my head and thinking about stuff, it'll look more like this. Just restless. Now, part of that for anybody, like always, it's like an older gentleman, real tight shoulders, probably been working over a desk all his life. The chin's up here, or maybe there's like a workout guy, the shoulders are tight. I mean, you see this in women too, but it'll look more like this. And so this is an issue. You cannot settle down from this position. So I will try to help them lift the head up and pull it back. I may even hold the head for them, but if you take your towel and roll it up and just get some kind of, you can put a block under your head as well. But under, back of the skull, back, chin down. Now the neck is longer and the shoulders can fall better. So chin's up, the back goes out and the shoulders go up. But chin down and back, the shoulders can fall. I also want to feel like I'm hanging my head off the edge of this. When we come up, we generally want to roll over and even keep the head down as we're coming up. Let's always come up slowly. And you come up head last before we say namaste or whatnot. You are trying basically to not do anything. So it is your awareness of your body and scanning and noticing. The breathing needs to happen as if you're being breathed. There's no effort. You're just back watching the breath. But if you start thinking about stuff and not watching the breath, that's when you start tensing up in places you're not watching your body anymore. So if you just kind of disconnect from your body in a sense where you're back being the observer and not involved in your story where the tension is, you can let go and settle in. Now if you do that, there's a withdrawal of the senses. That means we're no longer eyes, ears, reacting with our nervous system with the outside world. That's the fight or flight. We're going inside, not disconnecting, but sending our energy and focus inward and feeling this bliss, this calm, this peace that is inside that is much more in line with our true nature. And that's what we're going for. Come out feeling good, blissful, peaceful, and that's what it's all about. That's it, guys.